पाली घटुआ न जाबे न जाए भरिया पाली घटुआ न जाबे न जाए.
What you just heard was the voice of classical singer Rasoolan Bai recording a dadra. A 2009 documentary, The Other Song by filmmaker Saba Devan, brings to the forefront a lost thumri by Rasoolan Bai. According to Devan, in all probability, the thumri was never performed by Rasoolan again because of the erotic undertones. Thumri is a prominent part of the Hindustani classical music tradition. Any discussion on thumri cannot be complete without the mention of one of its most notable pioneers. In this video, we take a look at the life and work of Rasoolan Bai. Rasoolan Bai was born in 1902 at Kachwa Bazar in Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh. She inherited the musical legacy of her mother, Adalat Bai, and displayed her grasp over classical ragas at an early age. She was taught by the Sarangiyas Ashik Khan and Najju Khan, and from resident Kathak and Khayaliya Shambhu Khan. A very interesting anecdote about Rasoolan's life is that she was one of the first singers to start covering 1 year to attain perfect pitch, a practice that has now become universal among singers. Rasoolan Bai learned Khayal, but thumri, datra, tappa, and regional folk songs were her speciality. When she was older, she recorded several thumris and datras, which are some of the earliest recordings in the pure bol banao style. In this style, the emphasis is on the musical expression of words, while thumri as a genre tends to focus on the emotions of love with romantic or devotional lyrics. Rasoolan Bai's emotive voice became synonymous with her songs of the grief of one-sided love. Along with Girija Devi and her contemporary Deshwari Devi, Rasoolan Bai is regarded as one of the foremost exponents of the Benares style of thumri. However, during Rasoolan Bai's lifetime, this very form of music came under threat. Its content and context of performance changed considerably as the notions of acceptable and serious music changed. With the dwindling of princely influence and privilege, the role of patron passed on to the state, industrialists, and the middle class public. In such an understanding of music, there was not much place for the romantic and intimate form of thumri that was often performed by the wives or courtesans. In the early years post-independence, All India Radio stopped traditional thumri singers from recording. Women were required to produce marriage certificates in order to be allowed to sing. Many singers like Rasoolan Bai did produce such a certificate, and hence we have recordings of her thumris and tappas. Soon after, in 1948, Rasoolan Bai gave up the mujra, and in the same year, at the age of 46, she got married to Banarasi silk sari dealer Suleiman. Together, they had a son named Wazir. Later, both Suleiman and Wazir left for Pakistan, while Rasoolan Bai went to Ahmedabad. She recorded several pieces for AIR and was given the New Delhi Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 1957. In September 1969, one of the worst Hindu-Muslim riots since 1947 broke out in Gujarat. Rasoolan's house was burnt down in the violence that ensued. After that incident, she returned to Uttar Pradesh and settled in Allahabad. She ran a small stall near the AIR building in Allahabad. A photograph of her has been put up alongside those of renowned singers in the AIR hall. There she lived in poverty until her death on 15th December 1974. Much like the recordings of her voice, Rasoolan Bai's life also eludes us. It is difficult to piece together details of her life from whatever little is available from secondary sources or music sites on the internet. What we get are snippets of a life that changed the attitude towards thumri and courtesan culture in India.